back. I just washed our little birdie. And I'm going to dry it off really good. Get myself a towel, a rag. Get all the moisture out of it. Helps keep it from oxidizing. Getting that little powdery finish. Or powdery coating when it oxidizes. We'll dry it really good. Cleaned it with Barkeeper's Friend. It's kind of like a liquid comet. That's what it seems like it is to me. And it's the first time I've ever tried it. I've been using it for a couple of weeks now. It seems to get all that flux out of here. I haven't really seen anything oxidize using it. Prior to that, I used the original Dawn dishwashing liquid. They've changed the chemical make of their detergent, and it does not clean the way it did years ago when I had my store. Because that is what I used, was Dawn. That's all that we used. Alright, that's good and dry. I'm going to get some doctor's gloves on. Latex gloves. And I think I will patina this a copper color. Always make sure when you're finished with your soldering to turn your iron off. I've actually left it on before for 24 hours. It will burn the tip of your iron up. Okay, now where is my copper patina? This is called Classic Copper Patina. I use mostly the black patina. And then you can just use a paper towel, a piece of a paper towel to apply it. It's just as easy as a little rag. And you will see it's silver. Pretty silver. Silver is pretty when you have it out in the sunlight. It glistens, it attracts people to it. But I'm going to apply the copper. I'm just kind of saturating the metal. Squeeze it onto there. Silver looks good with blue as well. Now, if you are going to have it silver, you don't have there's no silver patina. It's just, you just leave it the silver and polish it up with a polishing compound. Protect it and shine it. Gives it a protective coating. Helps it from oxidizing. And makes it glisten. Sometimes your tin wire, if it's been sitting a while, doesn't want to take your patina, but that's okay. You can have two shades. If it's been sitting around, what you can do is take like a steel wool and brush it to clean it. So the patina will stick to it. Or what you can do is just tin your wire as you go, all of it, not just the edges that you're tacking on, but all of it, and it'll give it another coating of solder, which that is what tinned copper wire is. It's just, it has a coating of solder around it. I actually buy rolls of just plain old copper wire when I see it on sale at different places, and I just tin it. It's not really that hard to do. You tin it as you go. Okay. You can see the copper, and you can also see where the wing has a little silver on it. So does the crust. The rest of it is pretty much covered. Looks like the feet covered pretty well. Now all I have to do is polish it. I could have added little tail feathers too. Had them little curly tail feathers, that would have been cute. But that'll be okay. Now, my polish. They have stained glass polishing compound that is called Clarity, or you can use a car wax. A car wax, a polishing compound. And you want it to say it has carnauba in it. It helps give it that nice glistening shine. Okay, with this you want to use a little polishing rag. Get old towels, cut them up in little squares. Or old t-shirts, cut them up in little squares. That'll work. Ta-da! And you just coat your little piece. coat it all. Sometimes I really don't understand the oxidizing thing. I've had pieces that are, I did 15 years ago, and they've not oxidized since I did it. And then I'll have pieces that I do that oxidize within a couple of days. It's either I'm thinking it's the flux that's left in there that seeps in between the wrapped glass, in between the glass and that copper foil. It's not all the way off or out of there. Either that or water when you're washing it. It's just not good and dry. Could be the wax that I use. Really haven't been able to pinpoint that. And I've Googled for an answer, and you come up with all kinds of answers. So just not sure. Okie dokie, I will let that dry a little bit. Polish it. McGuire's has a nice polishing compound with carnauba in it. Swing it in the air and dry it a little bit faster. Put away my stuff. That's another thing. It's a good idea to clean up after yourself after each project that you do. At the end of the day, it's just less mess. It's easier to work in less mess. Your flux comes in a bottle just like the patina bottles. This is called Novacan Flux, and I get a small container with a lid and I squirt a little bit in there and use it like that. I do that because sometimes I leave the lid open for a day or a couple of days and it just disappears on me for some reason. So it gets wasted. So I just put a little bit in as I'm going. Alright, let me polish this up and see what we get. Alright. There's part of my ADHD right here. In the middle of doing something and stop and do something else before I'm finished. Crazy stuff. Oop. See how sturdy that was? There was another stained glass crafter at the art show. And she did little things like this. She didn't do the beading around the edges, and she didn't reinforce it with the wire. And she came over to check out my things, and she was just, her and her husband were just like amazed at the finish, the quality of the soldering, the beading. And I did go over there and look at their stuff, and I was, you know, I guess because I taught for so many years, I, was telling them what they needed to do. I said, this stuff is just going to fall apart. It won't last. And I tried to explain to her, tried to show her, and told her, if she ever needed my help, I'd be more than happy to help her. I like helping people. And I don't think they showed up. Well, they may have showed up the following month, but after that, they haven't been back. Like I said, this stuff is expensive, and their prices on their stuff was super higher than what I price my stuff, but I don't think that they sold very much either. Probably because of the quality. I mean, their stuff, it was pretty. The quality was not. And I just told them, just keep practicing. Keep practicing. It'll eventually come to them. And here we have it. This is a finished Shatter-Me-Not windowsilly that anybody can just sit in their windowsill and look at the pretty with all the light glistening through. Cute. Love it. Okay, bye-bye.